In this video, I'm going to take you through a complete step-by-step guide on how to get your real estate license in the state of Georgia and start your new career. Let's dive right into it. My name is Chris with New Agent Headquarters. In this video, I'm going to take you through a complete guide on how to get your real estate license and start your real estate career. In this video, we're going to cover the requirements that you need to meet in order to start this process. We're going to go through the pre-license education requirements. Then we're going to go through some tips on how to pass your real estate exam. Then I'm also going to tell you what's on the real estate exam so you know exactly what to expect. After that, I'm going to go through the background check requirements and tell you how much that's going to cost. Then we're going to go into picking a sponsoring broker. This is a huge part of this process because if you get this wrong, you might fail out of the business. Finding a mentor that's going to show you this business is half the battle. 87% of new agents fail out of the business within the first couple years. So we want to avoid that if possible, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. After that, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to be able to apply for your license. And then we're going to go over all the costs associated with getting started so you know exactly how much you need to budget to start this process. So let's dive right into it. Oh, and by the way, before we get started, make sure to download our complete guide on how to get licensed and start your new career. Scan this QR code or click the link down in the description below of this YouTube video and grab your copy. Inside, you're going to find a ton of different things with tips on how to get your real estate license and start your career. On top of that, we do have an invite to our new agent support group, which is packed with people that are getting their real estate license and agents that have already gotten their real estate license. That way you can ask your questions and get started on this entire journey. First things first, I want to talk to you about the basic requirements. Now, you must meet these basic requirements in order to get started with this process. Don't waste your time if you don't meet these requirements. Save your money and save your time. First things first, you must be 18 years old or older, and you must have a high school diploma or a GED. After that, you must be able to pass a criminal background check. If there's something on your record like a felony, it may prevent you from getting your license. Now, if you do have something on your record, I would highly suggest that you reach out to the Real Estate Commission and find out if it's something that they might be willing to make an exception on, or if it's going to disqualify you completely. Oh, and by the way, if you have any questions as I go through this, make sure to drop it in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Now that we get the basic requirements out of the way, I want to go into the pre-license education requirements. Now, everybody that goes for their license has to go through this step and they have to go to real estate school. In the state of Georgia, you're required to complete 75 hours of pre-license education and you must pass your real estate exam with a 72% score or higher. So make sure you pay attention throughout this entire process. No sleeping through the classes. Now, if you are questioning if you could actually do this because you have other obligations and 75 hours just seems like way too much time, well, there are some options that you can take online, or you can do classes through live stream with an actual instructor. The real estate school we recommend in Georgia is Calibri Real Estate, and there's an affiliate link down in the description below where you can access different sales and discounts on classes. If you click that link down below, it's going to take you to the screen here, and I want to walk you through some of the classes. So once you click that link, you're going to get on this page here, and essentially you're going to see the different packages that you can get, and it also tells you what's included in those packages. Some have flashcards, some have simulated exams, which are always helpful to prepare you for the actual exam. So make sure to check these out and pick a package that works best for you. I highly recommend the simulated exams. They do work and it's much better than reading through a textbook. Now, another feature they do have is the live stream courses, and you can look through these as well, which will give you access to live stream. It will give you more of that in-class feel to it, and you'll also have instructors. So check out both and see what works best for you, but this school is highly rated and I highly suggest you check it out. Now, once you get through the pre-license education classes, you might be wondering what's on the actual exam. Well, you're going to be met with 152 test questions, 4 hours to complete the exam, and it's all multiple choice. On test day, make sure you bring 2 forms of identification and a basic non-scientific calculator for the math portion of the exam. Now, many people do fail this exam the first try, so I want to give you some tips to pass the exam so you're prepared and ready and you have the highest odds of success. First things first, skip questions that you don't know. If you come across questions that you just don't know the answer to, skip past them and answer the questions that you do know so you can start building confidence and then come back to those questions later on. Tip number 2 is do not rush through the exam. You have 4 hours, and most people finish this exam early because it is multiple choice and you have plenty of time. So don't rush through the exam and make sure you read each question 2 or 3 times before you submit your final answer. Last but not least, look into study tools. There are many study tools out there like the simulated tools that I just mentioned before, and there's other tools like Prep Agent and CompuCram that you can get to help pass your exam. This is what I used when I went for my exam and I passed. So make sure to check those out, especially if you don't love studying with boring textbooks like I really didn't enjoy. Pass or fail. As soon as you get done with your exam, you're gonna know right away if you passed or failed the exam. Well, if you passed the exam, it's time to celebrate because this is a big milestone and you're on your way to getting your license. If you failed the exam, well, don't stress too much because a lot of real estate agents do fail the exam the first time. Actually, some agents fail the exam multiple times and that's okay. You just need to study harder, make sure you really prepare yourself, and then go take it again. Don't get hung up in paralysis analysis and put yourself in a situation where you never go back and take the exam again, because some of the top agents in my market and throughout the entire country are people that failed the exam multiple times and they just are not good test takers. It doesn't mean you're not going to be a good real estate agent. The next step is getting your background check done. Get this done right away because it's going to take some time for this to go through, and I would prepare for about 3 weeks to get this back. It's going to cost about $38.25. So it really doesn't cost that much money to get done. Now, you might be asking, what do I do after this? Well, you have to pick your sponsoring broker. As a newly licensed agent and a real estate agent with a salesperson's license, you're required to work under a sponsoring broker, and this person is going to be your mentor and make sure you're doing the right thing to build your business. Think of big brands like Keller Williams, Century 21, Remax. These are all brokerages where new agents and experienced agents go to hang their license. But not all brokerages are created equal, and you want to make sure you ask the right questions before you get involved with something that is going to lead you to failure. First things first, ask if there's a mentorship program in place. If there's not a mentorship program in place, I would avoid that brokerage, especially as a new agent. Now, with that mentorship program, you want to ask how much access you have to that mentor and when you can actually call them. If you have questions on the weekend, you want to make sure you have access to somebody that's going to answer your questions and make sure that they're there to support you and help you out. The next question to ask is what kind of training programs you have in place for new agents. Some brokerages have in-person classes, others have courses that you can go through, but this is not as common. New agent education really needs improvement, and there's not a lot out there to support new people. It's kind of a sink or swim environment, and we're trying to come up with a course, a New Agent Academy, to help agents out and get them through this process. We're still developing it, but make sure you ask this question because some brokerages do have this support and they do have this training and they can help you launch your real estate career. Next, you want to ask how you're going to generate business. As a real estate agent, one of the hardest parts of this business is marketing yourself and getting consistent sales. You want to ask if they provide the leads and what kind of support they're going to give you to make sure that you're marketing your business and getting clients, which is the hardest part of real estate sales. So ask this question and see if they do anything to help you grow your brand. Last but not least, ask about commission splits. Now, commission splits are not everything because 100% of nothing is still nothing. So make sure you ask this question, but don't get too hung up on it. And that's why I put it as the last question to ask when you're finding a brokerage, because so many new agents get hung up on the commission split and they don't realize they need a lot of support, a lot of training, and a lot of mentorship to launch this business because it is a difficult business to grow when you're brand new. So make sure you get the support you need and don't focus so much on the commission split because 100% of nothing is still nothing. Now, after you find your sponsoring broker, it's time to apply for your real estate license. Now, you want to package up all the information you've gotten so far, such as your past background check, your proof of your pre-license education that was completed. Then you want to get your past real estate exam with a passing score and your sponsoring broker's information, package it up on the application, and then send it out. Now, you might be wondering, how much does this all actually cost? So let's go into the entire breakdown. So the first thing is the real estate pre-license education. We estimate this is going to cost anywhere between $250 and $400. From there, it's finding a sponsoring broker. Some brokerages charge an onboarding fee to join their brokerage, others don't. So we have this estimated at between $0 and $250. After that, we have the fingerprinting fee. So this is $38.25. After that, we have the real estate exam fee. So when you go to take your real estate exam, you're going to be charged this fee, which is $121. Last but not least, we have the license application fee, which is $170. So all in all, we estimate between $670 and $979. So as you can see, it's really not all that expensive to start your real estate career and grow this business, considering the upside potential that this business does have. I started my real estate career over 10 years ago. I've been able to build a real estate team and a successful business. Now, don't get me wrong, it was challenging, it was hard, but I learned so much doing this business, and I highly recommend you check it out. So if you want to get your real estate license, drop it in the comment section below. And if you're looking for more content on how to grow your real estate business as a new agent, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to New Agent HQ. On this channel, we try to give you all the resources to be confident and successful as a new agent from day one. If you like this kind of content, smash the like button and subscribe, and be sure to check out this video here. I think you'll enjoy it.